Lesson 4, Industries. Have you ever given a thought to the fact that the notebook you use for writing has come to you after a long process of manufacturing? It started its life as part of a tree. It was cut down and transported to the pulp mill. There, the wood of the tree was processed and converted into wood pulp. The wood pulp was mixed with chemicals and finally changed into paper by machines. This paper found its way to the press where ink made from chemicals was used to print the lines on the pages. The pages were then bound in the form of a notebook, packed and sent to the market for sale. Finally, it reached your hands. Secondary activities or manufacturing change raw materials into products of more value to people. As you have seen, pulp was changed into paper and paper into a notebook. These represent the two stages of the manufacturing process. The paper made from pulp and cloth made from cotton have had value added to them at each stage of the manufacturing process. In this way, the finished product has more value and utility than the raw material that it is made from. Industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with production of goods, extraction of minerals, or the provision of services. Thus, we have iron and steel industry, coal mining industry, and tourism industry. Classification of industries. Industries can be classified on the basis of raw materials, size, and ownership. Raw materials. Industries may be agro based, mineral based, marine based, and forest based depending on the type of raw material they use. Agro based industries use plant and animal based products as their raw materials. Food processing, vegetable oil, cotton textile, dairy products, and leather industries are examples of agro based industries. Mineral based industries are primary industries that use mineral ores as their raw materials. The products of these industries feed their industries. Iron made from iron ore is the product of mineral based industry. This is used as raw material for manufacture of a number of other products such as heavy machinery, building materials, and railway coaches. Marine based industries use products from the sea and oceans as raw materials. Industries processing seafood or manufacturing fish oil are some examples. Forest based industries utilize forest produce as raw materials. The industries associated with forests are pulp and paper, pharmaceuticals, furniture, and buildings. Size. It refers to the amount of capital invested, number of people employed, and the volume of production. Based on size, industries can be classified into small scale and large scale industries. Cottage or household industries are a type of small scale industry where the products are manufactured by hand by the artisans. Basket weaving, pottery, and other handicrafts are examples of cottage industry. Small scale industries are lesser amount of capital and technology as compared to large scale industries that produce large volumes of products. Investment of capital is higher and the technology used is superior in large scale industries. Silk weaving and food processing industries are small scale industries. Production of automobiles and heavy machinery are large scale industries. Ownership. Industries can be classified into private sector, state owned, and public sector, joint sector, and cooperative sector. Private sector industries are owned and operated by individuals or a group of individuals. The public sector industries are owned and operated by the government, such as Hindustan Aeronautical Limited and Steel Authority of India. Joint sector industries are owned and operated by the state and individuals or a group of individuals. Maruti Udyog Limited is an example of joint sector industry. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw materials, workers, or both. Anand Milk Union Limited and Sudha Dairy are a success stories of a cooperative nature venture. Factors affecting location of industries. The factors affecting the location of industries are the availability of raw material, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport, and market. Industries are situated where some or all of these factors are easily available. Sometimes the government provides incentives like subsidized power, lower transport cost, and other infrastructure so that industries may be located in backward areas. Industrialization often leads to development and growth of towns and cities. Industrial system. An industrial system consists of inputs, processes, and outputs. The inputs are the raw materials, labor, and cost of land, transport, power, and other infrastructure. The process include a wide range of activities that convert the raw material into finished products. The outputs are the end product and the income earned from it. In case of the textile industry, the inputs may be cotton, human labor, factory, transport cost. The processes include ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, and printing. The output is the shirt you wear. Industrial regions. Industrial regions emerge when a number of industries locate close to each other and share the benefits of their closeness. Major industrial regions of the world are Eastern North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Asia. Major industrial regions tend to be located in the temperate areas near seaports and especially near coal fields. India has several industrial regions like Mumbai Pune cluster, Bangalore Tamil Nadu region, Hooghly region, Ahmedabad Baroda region, Chota Nagpur industrial belt, Vishakhapatnam Guntur belt, Gurgaon Delhi Meerut region, and the Kollam Tiruvananthapuram industrial cluster. Industrial disaster. In industries, accidents, disasters mainly occur due to technical failure or irresponsible handling of hazardous material. One of the worst industrial disasters of all time occurred in Bhopal on 3rd December 1984 around 12:30 am. It was a technological accident in which highly poisonous methyl isocyanate gas along with hydrogen cyanide and other reaction products leaked out of the pesticide factory of Union Carbide. The official death toll was 3,598 in 1989. Thousands who survived still suffer from one or more ailments like blindness, impaired immune system, gastrointestinal disorders. In another incident on 23rd December 2005, due to gas well blowout in Gaokyo, Chongqing, China, 243 people died, 9,000 were injured, and 64,000 were evacuated. Many people died because they were unable to run after the explosion. Those who could not escape in time suffered burns to their eyes, skin, and lungs from the gas. Risk reduction measures. Densely populated residential areas should be separated far away from the industrial areas. People staying in the vicinity of industry should be aware of the storage of toxins or hazardous substances and their possible effects in case if an accident occurs. Fire warning and fighting system should be improved. Storage capacity of toxic substances should be limited. Pollution dispersion qualities in the industry should be improved. Distribution of major industries. The world's major industries are the iron and steel industry, the textile industry, the information technology industry. The iron and steel and textile industry are the older industries, while information technology is an emerging industry. The countries in which iron and steel industry is located are Germany, USA, China, Japan, Russia. Textile industry is concentrated in India, Hong Kong, South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan. The major hubs of information technology industry are the Silicon Valley in Central California and Bangalore region of India. Iron and steel industry. Like other industries, iron and steel industry too comprise various inputs, processes, and outputs. This is the feeder industry whose products are used as raw material for other industries. The inputs for the industry include raw materials such as iron ore, coal, and limestone, along with labor, capital, site, and other infrastructure. The process of converting iron ore into steel involves many stages. The raw material is put in the blast furnace where it undergoes smelting. It is then refined. The output obtained is steel, which may be used by other industries as raw material. Smelting is the process in which metals are extracted from their ores by heating beyond the melting point. Steel is tough and it can easily be shaped, cut, or made into wire. Special alloys of steel can be made by adding small amounts of other metals such as aluminum, nickel, and copper. Alloys give steel unusual hardness, toughness, and ability to resist rust. Steel is often called the backbone of modern industry. Almost everything we use is either made of iron or steel or has been made with tools and machinery of these metals. Ships, trains, trucks, and autos are made largely of steel. Even the safety pins and the needles you use are made from steel. Oil wells are drilled with steel machinery, steel pipelines transport oil. Minerals are mined with steel equipment. Farm machines are mostly steel. Large buildings have steel framework. Before 1800 AD, iron and steel industry was located where raw materials, power supply, and running water were easily available. Later, the ideal location for the industry was near coalfields and close to canals and railways. After 1950, iron and steel industry began to be located on large areas of flat land near seaports. This is because by this time the steel works had become very large and iron ore had to be imported from overseas. In India, iron and steel industry has developed taking advantage of raw materials, cheap labor, transport, and market. All the important steel producing centers such as Bhilai, Durgapur, Burnpur, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bokaro are situated in a region that spreads over four states: West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, and Chhattisgarh. Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka, Vishakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Salem in Tamil Nadu are other important steel centers utilizing local resources. Jamshedpur. Before 1947, there was only one iron and steel plant in the country, Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, TISCO. It was privately owned. After independence, the government took the initiative and set up several iron and steel plants. TISCO was started in 1907 at Sakchi near the confluence of rivers Subarna Rekha and Kharkai in Jharkhand. Later on, Sakchi was renamed as Jamshedpur. Geographically, Jamshedpur is the most conveniently situated iron and steel center of the country. Sakchi was chosen to set up the steel plant for several reasons. This place was only 32 kilometers away from Kalimati station on the Bengal Nagpur railway line. It was close to the iron ore, coal, and manganese deposits as well as to Kolkata, which provided a large market. Tisco gets coal from Jharia coalfields and iron ore, limestone, dolomite, and manganese from Odisha and Chhattisgarh. The Kharkai and Subarnarekha rivers ensured efficient water supply. Government initiatives provided adequate capital for its later development. In Jamshedpur, several other industrial plants were set up after TISCO. They produce chemicals, locomotive parts, agricultural equipment, machinery, tin plate, cable, and wire. The development of the iron and steel industry opened the doors to rapid industrial development in India. Almost all sectors of the Indian industry depend heavily on the iron and the steel industry for their basic infrastructure. The Indian iron and steel industry consists of large integrated steel plants as well as mini steel mills. It also includes secondary producers, rolling mills, and ancillary industries. Pittsburgh. It is an important steel city of United States of America. The steel industry at Pittsburgh enjoys locational advantages. Some of the raw materials such as coal is available locally, while the iron ore comes from iron mines at Minnesota, about 1500 kilometers from Pittsburgh. Between these mines and Pittsburgh is one of the world's best routes for shipping ore cheaply, the famous Great Lakes Waterway. Trains carry the ore from the Great Lakes to the Pittsburgh area. The Ohio, the Monongahela, and Allegheny rivers provide adequate water supply. Today, very few of the large steel mills are in Pittsburgh itself. They are located in the valleys of Monongahela and Allegheny rivers above Pittsburgh and along the Ohio River below it. Finished steel is transported to the market by both land and water routes. The Pittsburgh area has many factories other than steel mills. These use steel as their raw material to make many different products such as railroad equipment, heavy machinery, and rails. The names of Great Lakes are Superior, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, and Erie. Lake Superior is the largest of these five lakes. It lies higher upstream than others. Question answers. What is meant by the term industry? Answer. Industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with production of goods like the iron and steel industry, the extraction of minerals like the coal mining industry, and the provision of services like the tourism industry. Which are the main factors which influence the location of an industry? Answer. Setting up an industry leads to the development and growth of that location. The factors that affect the location of industries are the easy availability of raw materials and land, adequate supply of water and labor, access to power and transport, presence of markets, and a good amount of capital. Sometimes the government also provides incentives like subsidized power and lower transport cost and other infrastructural facilities. This is done to encourage industries to be established in economically backward areas. Which industry is often referred to as the backbone of the modern industry and why? Answer. Steel is called as the backbone of modern industry because almost everything we use either is made of steel or has been made with machinery or tools made out of steel. The steel industry is basically the feeder industry whose products are the raw materials for other industries. Why has the cotton textile industry rapidly expanded in Mumbai? Answer. The warm and moist climate, proximity to the port, easy availability of raw materials, and skilled labor help in rapid expansion of the cotton textile industry in Mumbai. Fort Gloucester is located in West Bengal. Which one of the following is a natural fiber? Nylon, jute, acrylic. Answer is jute. Distinguish between the following: agro-based and mineral-based industry. Answer. Agro-based industries are plant and animal-based products as their raw material. It is a source of employment for people in rural areas. Food processing, vegetable oil, cotton textile, dairy products, and leather industries are examples of agro-based industries, whereas mineral-based industries are primary industries that use mineral ores as their raw materials. It is a source of employment for both rural and urban populations. Steel and iron industries and heavy machinery industries are examples of mineral based industries. Public sector and joint sector industry. Answer. Industries owned and operated by the government are public sector industries. Steel Authority of India Limited and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited are examples of public sector industries. On the other hand, joint sector industries are owned and operated by the state and individuals or a group of individuals. Maruti Udyog Limited is an example of joint sector industry. Give two examples. Raw materials, iron ore and cotton. End products, steel and cloth. Tertiary activities, transport and banking. Agro-based industries, dairy and sugar. Cottage industries, pottery and basket weaving. Cooperatives, Mother Dairy and Anand Milk Union Limited, Amul.